Hey guys, welcome. We're just kind of hanging out and painting. Wanted to share it with you. Wanted to talk tattoos with you as well. We got Ricardo streaming from another source over there. What's up, Ricardo?
What's up, guys?
We're just hanging out and doing some painting. Feel free to ask us questions, chat with us all you want. We'll be doing our best to get back to you guys. So yeah. Come and hang out, paint along with us, hang out with us. We're always down.
All right, man. We're doing this dragon water sleeve or dragon water painting. We started this back in Pennsylvania when I came out to visit Jason. When was that? About a month ago? Month and a half?
Yeah, roughly.
It's been pretty fun. By the way, I only met Jason this year. Whenever I jumped into his Sunday drawing with Jason Leaser class, I think I wrote it down. It's like February 8th or March 8th. I think it was March 8th.
You keep better track than I do.
It was historical for me, man.
I don't know if I would call it historical. I mean, it was fun, dude. I love doing those things, man. Getting people in there, asking questions, and talking about art and tattoos, how to tattoo, things to look at, things to look for. Tattoo is like completely and totally taken over my life for the past 20 years. I spend every waking minute thinking about it, doing it, or studying it in some way, shape, or form. So it's nice to be able to connect with other like-minded people like Ricardo, who are out there, who have different perspectives and opinions, that are willing to share different ideas and different ways of looking at things and doing things, In my opinion, the more knowledge that we hold back from other people, the more we're only harming ourselves in the community. It's not something that I really, get down with, is like the preservation of information, or only allowing certain people to understand, like if you're an artist, if you're a tattooer, it doesn't matter what skill level, man, get into it, join us, share what you know, maybe ask a few questions, we're not shy about answering questions about shit. As long as it's not about like, oh, how much for this tattoo? How much for that tattoo? Like that we're not really going to answer right now, just because I'm in Illinois. Go figure. I'm not exactly at the studio, but if you did want to reach out to me and get tattooed, or if you wanted to reach out to Ricardo and get tattooed, you can find him on Instagram at Candor Tattoo. Super, super awesome private studio located in Normal, Illinois. I was kind of afraid I would spontaneously combust when I got here, because I'm like the furthest thing from Normal. But it's been an enlightening experience. I was out here getting tattooed by a guy for 2 days in a row. That was like a religious experience in and of itself.
Oh yeah.
Ricardo said that he would be more than happy to go through and do like a video segment of our trip, because he was with me the whole time.
Yeah, we plan on doing that for sure. That's definitely coming our way, guys. Be on the lookout for that. We're gonna do like a little, what would you call it, like a road trip video?
Yeah, dude.
Right? Like kind of behind the scenes thing, you know what I mean? Like how much we were geeking out about being able to go and experience that, you know what I mean? So
yeah, and it turns out that he's well known, but he's just a regular guy.
Yeah.
Totally caught me off guard.
Yeah, likes to hang out, likes to fucking shoot the shit, make jokes, have fun, good time.
Well, what were the two key phrases that we came up with for the weekend? It was something like Blood Wolf Moon, or Blood
Wolf Lone Moon,
or Lone Wolf Blood Moon or something. Was one of the key phrases of the weekend.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how we came up with that, because I have no idea.
We were just hanging out, it just happened.
Now the other one was dissolving into a steaming pile of syphilis. Once again, don't ask how we came up with that. It just kind of naturally, like, organically happened. It was pretty funny when it happened.
Yeah, we learned about some wizards out in the area.
Yep. There are definitely a few people casting spells and some general wizardry. Yeah.
General wizardry, I like that.
What? Yeah, it's a perfect way to fucking describe it.
Yeah.
General wizardry.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And Ricardo, by the way, if I dominate the fucking conversation because I keep fucking incessantly talking, tell me to shut up.
I'll tell you to shut up. But that's only if I feel like you're dominating, which you're not at all. But I appreciate that though, man. Okay. No, yeah, all in all though, dude, it was a good fucking time. Like the road trip in general, like the second time, this is the second time we get to hang out in person. And like I was saying before, you know what I mean, the best part is you know, the fact that we met on the Reinventing the Tattoo App, you know what I mean? Like, man, I was talking to Jason, we just had lunch a little bit ago. I did a tattoo earlier today, and Jason got to hang out and kind of watch my method and stuff like that, and kind of hang out in the shop and see the environment while it was happening, which is always fun, because I don't really get too many people in here, right, as far as tattoo artists and stuff like that, so. Kier came down about a month ago, and that was a really fucking good time. But then Jason comes through, and it's another person that's come to the door, so that's always a good time, man. But we were talking about the fact that, like, how crazy the timing has been for everybody. For us to be in the right moment, the right place, and just be willing to kind of put ourselves out there and start reaching out and looking for that same vibe that we're looking for, which is just sharing knowledge and sharing, like, fucking that moment or that appreciation for art. You know, so we're pretty excited about being able to do it together.
Did we set a time limit for when we're going to switch sides?
No, we should do that actually.
What do you think, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
15 minutes?
Let's do 15.
Let's keep it quick.
Actually, yeah, let's do 10, dude, and we'll just keep it quick as hell, yeah. Mine's going pretty thin. Do you have some speed dry somewhere?
I've got that extender.
Where's that at?
The extender's right here.
Okay, cool.
It's the slow drop.
Yeah, cool. Perfect. Do you like blending the tone first before you go into it? Or do you like just kind of letting it on and then seeing what happens with the paints that's around
Paint it organically, dude.
That's
Let it flow,
that's
let it
right.
evolve, let it develop.
Like
These waves weren't here earlier.
Yeah.
Let it become its own entity. Paintings and artwork are living things. They will evolve as you evolve.
Oh, yeah.
You know, always keep that in mind in life whenever you're creating a work of art.
Yeah.
Don't ever expect something to turn out the way you want it to, because it won't. AKA Dazzle Link said, "Hi guys, would love to do this. Unfortunately, it's very late here in the UK, 12:17 a.m. right now. I'll be trying my first painting tomorrow on canvas. Wish me luck." Good luck, man.
Good luck.
Yo, it's an adventure. Let it evolve, man. Let it grow. Let it become its own thing. Don't be afraid to step back and say, "Oh, that was unexpected. You know, it wasn't what I had planned, but I kind of like it." Right? You know, don't be afraid to have that kind of an opinion about it. Nothing that you do or paint in this world will probably ever turn out the way you think.
No, it's the best laid plans, right?
Very true. Well, you know, it comes back to the old adage of, you know, no battle plan ever survives first contact with the enemy.
That one's always tripped me out, dude. I've always liked that whenever you've used that one. It's pretty good.
Well, it's true.
Yeah.
Just like no fight strategy ever lasts past the first punch.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. 10 minutes it is.
All right, you got the timer set. So quick, so you got 10 right now?
Yeah, it's on.
Good.
This is going to force, we're timing this to switch sides because we both know that it's going to force us to work faster with everything that we're doing. Right now, we're just kind of like blocking in, you know, what it is we're working on. I'm just laying in tones and developing some tonal values.
Yeah, I think it should go up and we can start And, what did Dazzle Inc. say that they're going to do the first painting tomorrow? What is it?
The first painting on canvas.
Nice. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, it may seem intimidating, but working on canvas is just like working on anything else, right? It's a work of art. Take your time.
You can paint right over it.
Yeah, if you're working with acrylics, don't even sweat it, dude, because everything you put down can be gone over very quickly.
Yeah.
You know, but it also depends on what kind of a look and feel you want it to have, right? Yeah. If you're trying to paint with like liquid acrylics, might go a little bit rough for you because they are very, very fluid. If you're working with, you know, something a little bit thicker like we are, which is just like basic medium body acrylic paint.
Generic stuff.
Yeah, Liquitex Basics, man. Basics. It's cheap.
Yeah, it's cheap and it's easy to just mess around with. Just experiment.
It's just as cheap as I am on a first date. It's the truth.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Ricardo knows.
I'd say I've been with you the past, 5 days consecutively?
Yeah, pretty much.
I would say you're very beautiful, Jason.
Would you say I'm a very interesting character?
I'd say you're more than interesting, you're awesome.
That's a first.
Yeah.
Most people just say I'm interesting and leave it at that.
Oh,
Yeah, tell me about it.
yeah.
That's okay, I've learned to accept it. I take interesting as a compliment.
Yeah, I would say so. We'll go with that one.
Oh, so now you're changing your mind.
So, yeah, this has been something that we've been talking about doing all week. We stayed pretty busy while we were up at Hyperspace Studios. And it's not a bad thing.
Big shout out and thank you to Guy for having us. Thank you.
Absolutely.
It was an absolute pleasure and a true honor. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And thank you for this community too. Gabe Ripley, you are the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On top of it. Stuff.
Like, I don't think Ricardo or I would actually be here right now if it wasn't for either of them.
No.
And when their powers combine,
We formed like a tattoo Voltron.
no, true story, man. We're like a tattoo Captain Planet.
Tattoo Planet, that's a good one.
He's our hero.
And then you have the big.
He can take pollution down to zero.
Who's
Had a
the
few
other-
drinks earlier, sorry.
Who's the other one? Let's see. The Transformers make a big bot too, don't they?
They do.
Dinobots make a big, and the Constructicons.
Megatron. Was
that
that Megatron?
No, that wasn't Megatron. Megatron was the leader of that guy.
I don't know. See, you don't know about that shit.
I just love Transformers, man.
Dude, so do I.
Did you like the movies that it came out with?
I thought the special effects were good. Does that count?
Yeah.
Megan Fox was hot.
Yeah, she's alright.
She's alright. She's alright. I would marry her.
That's too bad. Because she's just alright.
Well, I mean, you are the ultimate, defining authority in that. So.
You guys feel free to jump in.
Yeah, ask us some questions. Talk to us. That kind of
Let
stuff.
us know what's going on.
Let's see if I can get the focus to be more focused.
What are you guys working on today? What's going on? Do you guys have any projects happening? Have you guys been kind of like debating on jumping in on some of these group sessions, some of these drawing sessions and stuff? Let's talk about all that stuff, man. Let's figure out where you're at. What kind of music do you like? Everything. What's your name? What's your sign? I don't know.
He's weird. I did turn the light down a little bit because I was afraid we were going to get too much glare.
Yeah.
So I'm actually mixing in a bit more white as I bring these waves closer towards myself, simply because I want to show a progression from dark to light as these waves move backwards, which typically, yes, it does violate your standard principle of perception and perspective, right? Because we all know in perspective, as things move backwards, they get light. right? Especially as they get closer to that horizon line, they almost disappear. But in this instance, what I'm really trying to illustrate is that as they go back, they form more shadowy waves, right? And kind of obscure what's behind you, which is the part of the body of this tattoo. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else is tuning in, or maybe we'll get some people that are watching live later on. There we go. That's better. That's better. That's gonna unfortunately have to be kind of close to the camera. So. There we go. Anatomy flow. I'm watching. What's popping, fellas? What's going on, Adam? How's it going, Adam? Yo, Adam, you should see the size of my cankle today. No, seriously, like my ankle is swollen to like almost twice the size. Oh, Tesla Link, what's up? I know it's super late there, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm hobbling around. Ricardo has been acting as a human crutch for me. It's been an interesting experience. You know, people look at me and they're like, wow, you've got one leg that's like way bigger than the other. And I'm like, I know. It's like, you should see the third leg. Boom, boom. You're right. I'm just starting out with a pretty soft brush here, just blocking in tones. Whenever I'm blocking in my bass tones, I always like something a little bit softer that's going to hold a little bit more paint, just because I want to go through and saturate and cover a much broader area and really lay that paint in. I'm really not too worried about the specifics or the detail yet. I'm just trying to, like, once again, block in values, block in areas. If they end up working out, great. If they end up getting painted over, that's cool too. We only have 10 minutes per side before we switch. So it's giving us like an extra little bit of a challenge here, which is pretty cool. It's like speed painting, only not speed painting, which is crazy.
It blew my mind.
It's this, but it's not this. I'm going to switch over to something a little bit stiffer. This might be a little too stiff. This one's nice. I'll use this one. We're mixing in a little bit of a slow dry extender into this acrylic to give us a little bit more work time with it, to blend a little bit easier.
Yeah, believe it or not, there are mediums for acrylics that treat the acrylic. It lets you use it a lot like oil paints, honestly. It mixes well on the canvas. As long as your canvas is pretty primed, you can kind of push it around just like you would oil paints. Hey, Bruno, what up, dude?
Bruno! The man, the plan himself.
Adam Inflow says, you got tattooed by Guy, though. Who's fucking top, bro?
Switch!
We're on it.
10 minutes starts now. Hi. Ha. The third leg. That would be me, by the way. I am the third leg. Cool. So we're going to do like a nice little glaze over on this side.
Bruno, how's Puerto Rico, man? How's the day treating you, dude?
Bruno is in one of my favorite places in the world. Yeah, Bruno, we definitely have to like get together with you and Kira, and we all need to get together and just like do one of these, only maybe on a much bigger canvas. I think that would be amazing. One thing I always try to remember was that the spring's today incredible.
Nice.
Bruno, I'm very jealous of you, my friend.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, good for you.
One thing I always like to try to remember, anytime I'm painting anything, by the way, this doesn't matter what medium you're working in, if it's watercolor, if it's acrylic, if it's liquid acrylic on paper, if it's oils, none of it really matters. One thing you always want to remember, and it's something I often forget, so I have to like consciously remind myself, is always try to paint or shade in the direction that you want your work to flow, right? Even in tattooing, if you shade in the direction of the flow of whatever it is you're tattooing, it's going to give it that much more movement because you'll be able to see the individual strokes, and your mark making will be that much more distinctive and give it that much more movement. If anyone in here tunes in to the Monday morning Jake Meeks drawing sessions, one thing that we discuss quite often, believe it or not, is mark making, right? And getting that unique individual mark maker's kind of look, right? Where you can see those brush strokes and you can see the movement that they're creating just by moving their brush in a specific direction. Like in here, if I'm moving my brush up, that's showing that this water is flowing in this specific direction. Even if I don't have a whole lot of paint down on canvas, and there is this little bit of a darker undertone, it's still going to give me that movement, that's going to help me direct the eye around. It's something I always try to remember whenever painting in general. Why Ricardo is taking pictures right now and not painting, I don't know. Ricardo, quit playing with yourself.
Hey, man.
Now is not the time.
By the way, the reason I'm taking the photos is because here pretty soon we're about to drop some really cool, fun pics and vids about our trip. And we want to share those with all you guys.
Hell yeah, man. It was an epic fucking week. Definitely an enlightening week. Magic mushroom ceremony taking place tonight.
Nice. No name concerned. That's awesome, man.
I'm not going to read off who made that comment.
Some very fucking cool ass moments, dude. Like there's some healing times, and it's good to be around some friends whenever you fucking have an opportunity like that. Advocate. I'm an advocate for sure.
As you can tell, I'm using very, very thinned out layers, just building up layer after layer. And I'm not really being too precise with it, just because there's no need to be super precise with it. We're blocking in tone. And if we're just blocking in tone, if that's all we're doing right now, then why bother being precise?
Just trying to get the general light source, general structure together first.
I'm just blocking in general colors like midtones.
Yes.
And then from there, I always like to push and pull. So like I'm going through and just laying down this like opaque gray, but in a very thinned out layer, right? Yeah. Just because I want to lay that in and get an idea for my mid-tone starting point. We have like a general idea of like form, flow. Adam Ink Flow, that's no fun. Where are you located? And why are you not here? You should be here. Ah!
You're going crazy, man. You're going crazy.
I can't allow another tattooer to be sitting at home by their lonesome. They need to be out here having fun and doing art and like making shit.
Where is he?
Yeah, Adam, where are you at? I mean, even if you're back on the East Coast, dude, we'll figure out a time to get together and do some painting, do some drawing, hanging out, doing some casting, and Chestertown, Maryland. No shit, that's not far. I'll make the drive.
Is the alarm set?
Should be.
Okay, cool.
You can tap on my screen and double check. It's right over here, dude.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, Adam, let's get together, man. Let's figure it out. Shoot me a DM with your number. I'll text you. We'll set it all up. If you're cool with that, you know. Not that I don't already have your number from all the pictures I sent you. But you can laugh now. That was a joke. So I like the darkness there. I'm going to add a lot more black. Why? Because you can never have enough black in a painting.
Right, and then it's like the foundation. Especially when you're coming from the tattoo artist background, right? Like it's like you have to have that black in the
It's like, yeah, but where's the black? I see no black in this
The
tattoo.
cool part is that a lot of tattooers.
So, theoretical question. If you see a tattoo and there is no black, is it even considered a tattoo?
Right. That's a good question. What do you guys think?
What's your opinion?
Let us know. Let us holla. Holla for a dollar. Man, sometimes I get into this like painting mode and I lose track of time. You know what I mean?
That's why I like having that timer set. That timer helps you to go through and tell you, oh, wait, it's been this many dings. You know, okay, it's time to fucking move on or move to another area or switch sides.
Yeah.
You know, it helps keep the pace of the art. It's just like when I was in art school, we used to be timed on painting different pictures, right? It wasn't one of these, yeah, I'm gonna put it down and walk away for 3 months, and then maybe I'll pick it back up, maybe I won't. No, it was cool. You had 3 classes, each class was broken down into 90 minutes. You had 45 minutes for a painting. You had to produce 6 paintings that week. It was intense. Sucked.
Like the fire at the circus.
Adam McFlow made a very great comment, 100% dude. When I asked that question, if there's a tattoo but there is no black, is it even a tattoo? He made a very good observation. He said, it may be a tattoo, but it won't be when it heals. True story. Namaste, man. Great answer.
There's gotta be some black in it. But Pinterest tells you otherwise.
Well, look at Pinterest. Pinterest doesn't tell you how the tattoo is going to age. Pinterest only tells you what's going to be popular.
What is that?
Popularity is a generalized attraction to a specific thing, color, way of being, way of seeing, way of thinking, or general noun. Switch! Popularity is just a general common likeness, I guess. Or it's a common attraction to something. What that something is, who knows? I'm gonna switch to something. Ooh, I like what you did there.
Like that, man.
I'm gonna switch to a round.
What are rounds? What is that? What is that in painting?
Now this number 6 round brush, I wish someone would make a tattoo grouping like this.
What's that?
Even rounded at the tip, right? You could literally use it like a paintbrush.
Okay.
Right? Well, at least I think so. Well, at least I would try it.
Okay.
Now, I like rounds for sketching in and roughing in sometimes a little bit more than flats, just because I find that you can get into like curved shapes a little bit more. Even though I'm not really worrying too much about, where my paint goes or what my tone is or, if it's sloppy or whatnot, because we're going to be refining all of this as we go. Right? We're going to be working in a way that is going to help us turn around and give us a general sense, and then we're going to be refining it and getting far more specific and far more detailed as we go. Why? Because that's how start general, work specific. Start general, work specific.
Would you consider that a form of blocking in?
Well, that's exactly what it is. When you start general, you're not worrying about detail. You're only worried about blocking things in and getting general shapes and ideas and principles, figuring out light source and light flow and general movement throughout a piece.
Info says butterflies and semicolons are popular always. That's true.
Until they're not. Until they're not.
The semicolon thing kind of sucks that it's popular.
Well, so I don't know if you've ever really looked into that. There's actually a very interesting way of how the semicolon tattoo evolved, right? It started out, from my understanding, I may be wrong. I'm putting that out there now. But this is what I was led to understand and believe, was that the semicolon was originally originally came about for suicide prevention and awareness. Okay? That has since been extended, and the definition of it and purpose behind it has been broadened to the point that it is now being used for almost any kind of mental health issue that someone may have.
It's not the same thing, though.
I know it's not, but that's what it has become.
Huh? What was that?
I don't know. Why is the sky blue? Who really knows anything, Ricardo?
It's true.
Actually, I know exactly why the sky is blue, and I know because I Googled it. It's the only reason why I know.
Did you jujule it?
I did. I jujuled. I like to jujule things.
Good. You Googled it. Or you Googled it.
Yeah, I looked it up on the interwebs.
Okay. And that's what it says, just a general kind of thing now?
No, that's what I picked up
Oh, okay.
That's not, if you look it up, it started out, and if you look up the history behind it, it started out as an indicator and a symbol of suicide prevention and awareness. Because what is a semicolon, right? A semicolon is a punctuation mark where an author or writer of any type could have chosen to stop the sentence, but instead decided to continue. The definition of a semicolon. That is what a semicolon is. When you look at it in relationship to suicide prevention and awareness, you're looking at it more in the aspect of, instead of looking at it as a grammatical punctuation mark, you are now looking at it as a symbol or what's the word I'm looking for? A symbol or an icon of someone that could have potentially chosen to end their life, but instead decided to continue.
Okay. Oh, I see.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They decided to not follow that path.
Yes.
And that's kind of the way, from what I understand, that's the way it's evolved. And now a lot of people are taking it and they're using it for different things, such as, severe chronic depression awareness, right? Which could be an underlying cause of, someone deciding to not continue with their life. It could be a sign of severe anxiety, another potential underlying cause. All of these could be a sign of severe anxiety, another potential underlying cause. All of these things are potential underlying causes, which I understand, but if you look at the base principle behind why it was created, why it was started, why the what's the word I'm looking for? Why the movement started off? That it was started off, as an indicator or a symbol of prevention and awareness for suicide. Once again, maybe I'm completely wrong, but everything I've read on the interwebs has said that that's true. And we all know that if it's on the internet, it's got to be true, right?
It's true, man.
I mean, come on, I read it on Facebook. And we all know everything on Facebook has to be fact-checked, right?
No.
No, it has to be.
Well,
it has to be, Ricardo. No excuses.
No. It's for real. All that information is for real.
That's what I'm saying.
It's for real.
Some people just don't get it.
It's for real.
You see that, Tom?
That was not the timer.
Hey, how's it going, Megas? Hope you're doing well. Rich!
I'm gonna put a different brush. There we go. There's some bigger brushes right there. All right. All right. Look at gas, Al. Hey.
Well, we're cooking with something. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gas.
Yeah, honey.
I know I've had gas the past few days. I have. Probably enough to light a propane stove. Feed me some chimichangas, hook me up to the stove, baby. What? No, I'm not kidding. Mm-mm. I think I've produced more methane this week than even I know about. I'm sure the EPA is trying to hunt me down as we speak.
I see what you're doing there. You're starting to bring it out, aren't you?
Someone has to.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Besides, I don't know what direction I'm taking these waves. So.
Go any way you want to right now. That's what we're doing, man.
Any way you want to, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Oh, Boston.
Another Semicolon.
I know, right? And keep in mind, guys, we have not done any drugs today. This is stone cold sober. Well, maybe not sober. We're not under the influence of narcotics right now. Just know that. This is us in our natural state. I'm not saying that won't be changing later. I'm just saying that as of right now, you know, we have not currently, at this moment in time, taken any drugs. Then again, if we had, do you really think we would admit it? Huh. Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Oh, my mind, man. Oh, my mind. Straight on my mind.
Any questions? Comments? Concerns? Not that I think anyone out there is really concerned about us.
Somebody asked, I suppose.
This is how you can tell acrylic paint's getting old, by the way. See how chunky it is?
Yeah, moldy.
Well, it's not moldy, it's just chunky.
Yeah.
Like some of the acrylic polymer is starting to solidify.
It's just age.
Yep. See how nice and creamy that white is?
Yeah. Poured right out of there.
White teal. We're sticking with a limited color palette on this painting, by the way, in case anyone is curious. Not that I think you guys care, but I'm going to start switching over to some softer bristles, getting some more opaque paint laydowns. Now that we've got like a rough idea of like flow and shape, wait, I did see a little spot.
Starting to get to that point now, isn't it?
Need to start refining a little bit.
Yeah. What's on this
one here?
Here.
I think. I think we should start refining some of this. Right. Where's everyone viewing from? Good question. So we've got it up on YouTube and the app right now and the community. So I have no idea where anyone else is viewing from, but I know we're in Normal, Illinois, where I feel like I'm going to spontaneously combust.
That's a normal.
No, definitely not. You know this town pretty well. How late is that little vape shop open till?
Well, that's brand new. I don't know.
Never mind. You know, I asked you one question, one legitimate question about information about your town, but you can't even give me an answer.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you, man.
You guys hear this? Do you hear this? Can't even tell me about his own town. I'm just joking, Ricardo. Please don't be angry at me.
Why would I be angry?
Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Not again.
Why would I be angry at you for trying to make fucking joke out of me?
Some people just don't take kindly to that.
That happens. It's not a good thing. Yeah, I don't know. That's a new place. They just opened not that long ago. It's actually in my location at my shop. There we go. I'm gonna start refining there. Okay? think if it kept, like, in the water, the finger rolls and stuff like that, you see more of the frothy stuff. Definitely more towards like the bulk of the finger rolls, right? Like behind it is more grayish. If you were to compare it to like an actual wave, right? It'd be more muted tones towards the back of the folds. You know? So I think if you kept the muted tones on the face and more stark.
So give me 1 second, bud.
Or like a glazing, so to speak.
Yo, Adam. So where is everyone beaming in from? Feel free to drop us a line. Let us know where you're coming from. We'd love to get a hold of you guys and see who's tuning in. I'm from Philadelphia. My name is Jason, also known as Philly Inc. The only reason why I have that kind of a handle is because I was one of the first 500,000 people to sign up for Instagram, so I got to pick whatever I wanted. Who else is out there? Where are you guys beaming in from?
Oh man, this one's dead.
What? No, just grab a pair of pliers, dude, and crimp that shit on there.
I had them on use them, but I don't have them right now, so I'm not gonna use them.
How can you work in a tattoo studio and not have a pair of pliers?
That's because
Don't you use coil machines?
Rotary.
Don't you use real tattoo machines? You know, the kind that make you go deaf after a few weeks of using them?
Reach for the sky. Ha ha ha! Reach for the sky. Oh, using my charcoal brush. It's there. What color is this thing? Black?
That's that small tube of liquid text black, man. You can try to grab that other tube of black over there and see if there's anything left in that. There might be. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there is. So for those of you tuning in tonight, I'm going to give you guys a heads up. I will not be hosting the Sunday afternoon drawing session tomorrow. Ricardo has happily agreed to kind of take that over for me for tomorrow, considering the fact that I will be driving back to Pennsylvania from Normal, Illinois, and it's probably going to take me about 12 hours. I'll be joining him from the car, but that's going to be about it. We got Chesterton, Maryland. Cool. Adam, what studio do you work at, man? Inkflow Tattoos. And where can people reach you on Instagram? If you have Instagram. Sorry, I shouldn't be making that assumption. There are definitely people out there in this day and age that still do not have Instagram. Cool. So at Adam Inkflow on Instagram. Awesome. Dude, we're going to be linking up pretty soon, man. That is a way closer drive to me than Normal, Illinois. Where no one is actually normal, so I don't know how it got that name.
Pretty normal.
Define normal.
Yeah, that's a good question. What is normal? You can't really say.
Ah, touche. Ooh, getting all philosophical.
Yeah, bro.
Don't you start philosophizing on me.
You're just talking philosophical. Sounds like a popsicle. Philosophical.
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 Is that what you do? You philosophicalize?
Yeah.
You're one of those thinking people, ain't you?
Like the thinker.
Spend all day thinking about things and
Think that
being all smart and shit.
You think that he looks like pooping?
Well, actually he is, because I make that same face and have that same expression when I'm taking a dump.
Boopy,
Plop, 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 plop,
boopy,
plop,
boopy, boopy, boopy.
plunk. So anyone out there that's currently watching this, if you do not know, you need to go to Instagram and you need to give Adam Inkflow of Chesterton, Maryland, a follow on Instagram. Definitely go through and do that. Awesome work. Super, super solid dude. And if you don't, Ricardo said that he's going to make a voodoo doll of you and stick some pins in it and like do some weird stuff. Because he has a voodoo altar at home, apparently. I heard him say that just now.
You guys didn't see my face moving. It's true.
He's going to cast some voodoo spells on you. Sorry, hoodoo. Hoodoo spells.
What do you do?
Hoodoo is actually the correct and proper pronunciation of that specific religion. Don't know if you knew that or not.
No, I did not know.
Hoodoo is a very unique Creole kind of superstition. For anyone out there that might not know that, very, very fascinating philosophy. Goes back to a lot of core belief systems, where you try to directly connect with the earth, with the spirit realm. There are certain people that have mediums and can control the energy around specific things, people, places, and events. Fascinating. Fascinating. Very, very built on respect. Very built on respect for elders, respect for knowledge, respect for ways of life and respecting the earth. Very, very spiritual kind of philosophy of life. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's part of the only reason why I came out to visit you, Ricardo.
Yeah.
Because I knew you built that hoodoo doll of me.
Yeah.
And you like literally like kicked its legs enough times to make me walk here.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you noticed that.
And always remember, if you're hitchhiking, you have to respect the rules of the road.
Just ask George Carlin.
Yeah. I'm sure if you type in YouTube search for George Carlin's Rules of the Road, you'll find a clip of it.
Yeah.
Switch! You'll see repeat. I think it's down here. No?
It's coming together, man. Dazzling liked our post. Thank you. Tell Dazzling thank you very much for liking our post.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Dazzling, for liking our post on the Reinventing the Tattoo App forum.
Community thing.
If you guys get a chance, give it a go, man.
If you are not already a part of it, this is how we get together, right? This is how we do things. I met Ricardo through the community. and other people like Adam Inkflow out of Chesterton, Maryland. Super rad dude. I would not be here painting right now at this location doing this if it wasn't for the community that we are all a part of. Big shout out to Gabe Ripley, Guy Aitchison, who just tattooed me and put me in a world of hurt I never knew I could experience. Even though it really technically wasn't that bad. But 2 days in a row is enough to put anyone down for a day or so.
Thank you to Lauren Gregory.
Thank you, Lauren. Lauren, you were my hero.
Thank you to Sandy McAndrews.
Yes, Sandy. Without which, a lot of the content, a lot of the patience that goes into the community probably would never happen. I know Sandy is an integral part of what we do and how we all get together and all of the content for the Reinventing the Tattoo canon. Thank you, Sandy. Hope you got my link to the Dropbox videos for the modules, by the way. If you didn't, let me know. I will be happy to resend it. Big thank you to at Candor Tattoos for allowing us to go live and live stream and hosting today's event. I'm not sure, what fool works there, but Gary's a pretty solid dude.
He's an alright guy.
He's a little weird though. Like, I don't know. He tried to touch me last night and wasn't all about it.
It's kind of okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It was one of those like bad touches that feel good, but
I was trying to take your leg. But yeah, thank
you were trying to tickle my leg, and that's why I think it was weird.
Yeah, thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Gabe. Thank you, Jackson.
Thank you, Lauren.
Lauren.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for the raw pigments. If you guys haven't given that a go, check it out. See what you think. I love them. They're great.
Yeah, and Dermalize. Thank you very much. We'd like to also give a big inkjet stencils. Awesome stuff. You guys definitely, if you have ever thought about maybe getting into photorealism or like starting to get into really kicking your realism game up, check out inkjet stencils. I've used them. They are incredible. Literal photographs as your tattoo stencils. You can't go wrong.
I've heard about those. I haven't given them a chance. I'm going to try them out.
I heard about them there things. They're seriously incredible.
Everything aside, man, honestly, if it wasn't for the app, we wouldn't be doing this right now.
Yeah. Well, the app and all of the people involved with the app. So thank you once again, everyone that's behind the scenes with Reinventing the Tattoo. Thank you.
Stampede.
Stampede, this is the way.
Remember to get your Stampede on.
Horsemen, if you're out there listening, you're my heroes. The brush with a little bit more snap. Yes. You know what I mean when I say snap?
Like a pop back?
Yeah.
Pull around.
So a little bit of a bristle that snaps back into place a little bit more, but that isn't stiff by nature. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like I don't like short bristles. I like very long bristles. For what I'm trying to accomplish right now, they don't even need to be that wide. I just need like that snap for the precision.
Uh-huh.
if anyone's curious as to what we're using to like our painting setups today, feel free to reach out and ask. We'll be happy to tell you. I know I brought a whole bunch of brushes of my own from home just to work on this painting. So I actually ran back to Philadelphia. It was quite a brisk run. My legs are definitely a little bit tired and sore. But I did run all the way back home to Pennsylvania and ran all the way back to Normal, Illinois just to pick up some brushes to do this painting.
And it was worth it.
No, it definitely wasn't. I could have used yours and it would have saved the trip.
Might get the right snap back.
No, I'm joking. I didn't go all the way back to Pennsylvania and then come all the way back to Normal, Illinois. I'm pretty sure later tonight the people with the pitchforks and torches are going to be coming out, kicking me out of town.
Whatever. Not that bad here.
No, it's actually a very, very nice little town in Illinois. Normal Bloomington is a very nice area.
Right.
I mean, Ricardo's here, so
Thanks,
be aware, but
Jason,
si senor.
have you ever played, what is it called? Refrigerator Jeopardy? Or Refrigerator Lottery? Refrigerator Lottery is whatever left over drink-wise from get-togethers, right? So we're going to have some Refrigerator Lottery right now.
We used to call that a potluck.
There you go, it's potluck now.
Where everyone brings a little bit of something.
So this is for once we decided this painting is done for the night.
Whoa! Is that the añejo?
Yeah, we'll get a little shot going.
Made in Jalisco, Mexico.
Get that going. And here is the potluck. There we
Oh,
go.
truly?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Why not?
Whenever you decide to uncork that tequila,
Oh,
let
yeah.
me know and give me a little bit of time, because remember, I got to drive back to your place.
Well, this will be once we decide this is done for the night. We'll toast everybody. Thank everybody for joining us. Have a little celebration out of it,
And also, if anyone else is trying to get on the live stream, send me a message. Let me know. We can always pause this for a little bit. We would prefer not to, but
Adam Lee says thanks, homie.
thanks for what, dude? I didn't go out of my way for you. You don't have to thank me for anything. I'm just giving credit where credit is due. Rich! Hey everyone, welcome. Don't know who's watching right now, but hi.
It's a mistake.
Uh-oh, I think my camera froze. Hey Adam, if you're still watching, man, let me know if you can still see the video. I may have to restart the stream.
Okay. I think we're going on Facebook and see what happens. Can you do that through the internet?
On the Facebook?
Yeah.
No.
Can you keep the videos from Facebook?
All right, guys. Well, we're running into like a little bit of a technical issue. We're going to be ending this and starting it back up again maybe in a little bit. So until then, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you guys a little bit later.
Peace.
Stay peace.